let me talk about something that is really important, index
What
and
are you gonna
match. Remember when we were doing function, all those things, formula, everybody was trying to cram formula to learn those formulas. Then after that, and I introduced VLOOKUP and told you, in fact, I introduced sorting, filtering, VLOOKUP, and told you that, there are some things that are better than functions, something you can still use to achieve the same results that you want to achieve without using functions. And we talked about sorting, filtering, VLOOKUP. When we got to VLOOKUP, we now saw lapses that VLOOKUP can't do this, it can't do this. And we now started learning XLOOKUP. We now saw that XLOOKUP can do everything that VLOOKUP can do and also do the ones that VLOOKUP cannot do. Now, there are still some things that XLOOKUP cannot do. That is where index and match comes in, because the main function of VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, whatever lookup, is to help you look up a value from your table, no matter how large or small the data set is, right? So those lookup functions help you to look up the particular item you're looking for and show you those items. Now, index and match does exactly the same thing that XLOOKUP and VLOOKUP, whatever kind of lookup does, but it now takes it a step ahead. You're going to see the things that these ones can do. So index and match, let me just read from my slide before we jump into, we're going to do a lot of practical. I don't really like doing a lot of theory, talking, talking, talking. So you can see that index and match are two powerful functions in Excel that are often used together to look up and retrieve data from the data or range. So just like XLOOKUP, VLOOKUP, all those lookup functions, you can use index and match to do the same thing. So, but what is index and what is match? Index help you to return the value of a cell at the intersection of a specific row and column. So just like your cell, you know what cell? Cell is that point where your column and your row intersect. That point is called your cell. So index help you to bring out the value, any value you have inside the cell, while match helps you to get the position of that value. I don't know how to make it simpler, but just understand it that index help you to get the value in a cell, while match helps you to get the position of that cell. As simple as that. This is something that XLOOKUP cannot do and VLOOKUP cannot do. XLOOKUP can actually help you to get the value of what you're looking for, just show you the value. Okay, let me use a real life scenario to explain index and match to you before we jump into Excel so that you have that picture in your head. Let's say that there's a criminal offense in your area where you live. And then there has to be investigation. Police has to start investigation, right? There's a robbery incident or a criminal case that has been reported in your area. And you are a suspect. The reason why you're a suspect is not because you're a criminal. It could be because you're living large in that area and you don't go to work. Maybe you're working remotely and you're earning in dollars. So your neighbors cannot explain what you do for a living. They don't see you rushing out to work every day and coming back tired in the evening. And then there's a criminal offense in the night, there's a robbery incident at night. So everybody has been suspecting you for long and you're living really large or driving a very good car. So they will now go and report to the police that they should come and check you. So the police does not know you. They don't even know where you live. So now this is where index comes in. Index they will use index, for example, to tell the police. Police will use index to get. Okay, let's start from match. Since match tells the position, match is going to be able to tell the police that you actually live in Lagos, because the police will check the whole of Nigeria, all the 36 states, and then they will know that you live in Lagos. They're trying to track down your position, your exact location. They will now begin to track. They will know that you live in Lagos. They will see track down to your streets. They will now track down to your compound. The match has helped them to track down your location. Like they know that this is where you are. Just like the recent case between the guy that scammed Donald Trump $250,000. He has been tracked. That they've traced him right from the US and discovered that he's in Nigeria and he's in Lagos. They know his exact position in Lagos right now. They're just, trying to come and pick him up any moment. So, but now, they now tracked down, the police left where there's a station and came down to your streets. They've gotten to your compound. But when they got to your compound, they have a lot of people living there, your neighbors, everybody. In fact, even in your own room, you probably have your wife, your kids, your siblings, everybody's there. So they don't know you in person, they don't know who you are. That is where index now comes in. Match has brought them to your location. Then index will now help them to know the exact person. This is the exact person that is inside this location that we've brought you to. That's basically how they work. Let's jump into Excel. So let's go back to this. Let's use this data set to explain it. So index will simply, let's take for example, Tesla. We want Tesla, we want to know the location of Tesla in this table, just the location alone. So match will help you to get the exact location, sorry, the position, while index will help you to get the value inside that position. Yeah, this is how you should just see it. It will be easier for you to understand it this way. So how does this work? Let's say we want to look for Tesla in this place. Now we want to check where Tesla is in this table. We don't know. The table is so large and we can't even know. But let's just skim through and see. So what we are going to do is to use, since we are looking for position, then we are going to come here and say index equals to, sorry, match. Match is going to give us the position. Which value are you looking for? You're looking for, let's write it so that we don't go to the table. We don't want to go to the table at all. So once say we are looking for Tesla. So the position of Tesla is going to be match equals to, what are you looking for Tesla? I'll just, highlight it. I can also write Tesla here like normally, but let me just use this. Then lookup array, where should we go and look for this Tesla? Then you're going to, of course, this is where the Tesla is going to be found. Just go into this table, into this column, and look for it. Then it's going to ask you, do you want the exact match as usual, just like our XLOOKUP and VLOOKUP? You say yes, then you hit on enter, and it's going to tell you the exact position, which is on row 19. It works with rows and columns. So remember, index tells you the position, like the intersection between two cells, like this K and this 11, row 11. This place now is the position of, if I want to find match, this is the position of the intersection of K and 11, right? Okay, so if you go to row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, we are going to find it in this position. So now, what is inside that position 19? That's where index comes in. Index will go into that position and tell you the exact thing that's in that position. All right, then I'm going to say index. Array is going to first ask you the array that you want to search. So you can select your whole table, but since you're not searching your whole table, just select the column, since what you're looking for is in this column. Then row number is very important. What is the row number you're looking for? Now, instead of going to count, remember you already have the row number here, the position, right? So you just use the position that you've gotten. Then the column number. The column number is, of course, column 1. This is column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, right? So column 1, then you close your bracket, and it's going to bring out that thing that is in that column for you. This is the position, and this is the value in that position where you're going to find Tesla. So whatever you're looking for, you can use index to get it, the value, that thing. Then you can use match to get the position of that thing. Go ahead, success.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Are you in
Um,
Canada, in US?
So the question I want to ask you is when you are selecting the array, in the previous ones, I saw that in the XLOOKUP, you actually click on the column number like A, and then it will highlight everything. But in this case, you are actually highlighting it from maybe the name of the car, maybe from Toyota down to the last position. I don't know how you can differentiate the
Okay,
two
it's the
from.
same thing. It's the same thing. Let's do it again. If I want to do index now, and I say index equals to the array, I can just highlight it like this. This is what you mean, right? Right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
the column number is, I can use this number here, or I can just come here. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Tesla. I'll check the column number. This is column 1 minus. Okay, since I started from here, my column 1 now will change to this one, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be column 20. Then row, of course, is in row 1. Then I'll close Tesla. So the reason why I selected from here is just to save me the stress, because this is not necessary. I don't need the heading for anything for my data. So I just started from here so that this will be my column 1. But it doesn't matter. However I want it. Just know how to count your rows and how to count your column depending on where you start. Because this table now can be here. The table can be here. So in this case, this one becomes your row 1, even though it is row 10 here in this index. It's row 1 here in this table. If you're using a table that starts from, your table can start from anywhere in Excel. It must not necessarily start from here. Your table can even be anywhere here or there. So now I know you don't understand what I did. Let me try again. Um, That's something we are going to do with this index and match, because I'm going to, when we now combine index and match together, we can now use it to do the exact function of XLOOKUP and VLOOKUP. So, but I want you to understand the concept of index. First of all, that index is used to fetch out the value in a cell, while match is used to fetch out the position of that cell. You get what I'm saying? So let's say we want to use index and match to find out, maybe our sales girl want to program this table and put this table just in a row that our sales girl can quickly just, get the exact information that a customer wants without having to go through this whole table or write a function or even do XLOOKUP. Just by a click or by a simple search, they can find out the car model, the car mileage, the car price, the cost, the release dates, and even the profit that was made in that car. So let's see how that can happen. So here we want to have the car make, the make of the car. Then here we want to have the model of the car. Then here we want to have, okay, I think I formatted some of this cell. That could be some of the problem we have. Then we want to have the mileage of the car. They want to have the price of the car. Just at a click or a simple search, you should be able to get all these things without having to, uh, do any function or anything. Then the date release of that car. And then finally, this thing, the profits that we are supposed to make from that car, so that if a customer is pricing her, she won't have to she will know exactly how much that car costs, and she won't have to go and, will not lose money. I don't know if this thing is too long. Let me try to reduce this one a bit so that I can be seeing all our values. Yeah. So this is it now. Here, okay, let's put all these ones. Let's just design it to make it look good. Maybe we want to have, I want to bold in, or no, we don't want to bold in it. I just want to increase it a little. Good. So what we want here is, I want to make a table here. Please don't mind me, just bear with me. And I want every value there to be bolded. So what we want to have here is, we want to have the model of this car. I want the text to be white. Can you see it? Can you see everything we have here?
Yeah.
Okay. What is here? Date, release, and profit. Okay. So the make, the model, the mileage, the price, the cost, the date released, and then the profits. The profits is going to be here. All right. So this one will go. Okay. No bother. So what we want is when the girl comes, what we want to have here is just all the cars that we have. So once the girl comes here and just selects a car, she should be able to see all this information at a glance without having to go through this table. Let's assume that this table is another page. I would have just done this in a new column, but I wanted us to see how it looks before we move it to a new column, even if we want to. So what we'll do here is to put all these things, all these car lists into a list here so that we don't have to be seeing all of them at a glance at once. So we just come here, go to your, do a data validation, go to your data, then go to data validation here. Just make it a list. Click on data validation, then click on list, then select the list. You want all this time to become a list. You don't want it to be in a column anymore. Then you just come here and click OK. Good. So you now have all your car in a list. If you come here, you can see all of them inside a list here. They are no longer scattered. So if you see Camry, you can see Camry. If you see Civic, you can see. Oh, sorry, I didn't select Camry. So let's edit our list. We want it to be car, not the car models. Like want it to be the car make. So we want it to be this instead. Okay, great. So when you select Camry, it will bring everything. So let's do that. First of all, let's know this Camry now. Let's use match to know the position. So let's say the position of, remember match, anything about match is about position, right? So let's put the position here. So what is the position of Camry in this table? So we'll use match to do that, equals to match. Then our lookup value is match, is this Toyota? You click on the Toyota. Then the lookup array, go to this place and look for it. Then you close. Yes, I want the exact match. Then you hit on enter. Great. So you can see Toyota is in the row 1. That's the position. If you change to Kia, Kia is in row 2. We are getting it now. If you change to Chevrolet, is in row 3. The last one is Jaguar. Jaguar should be in row what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Is in the 23rd position. So let's confirm that Jaguar is in 23 position. So anyone you change, you get the position here. So this thing that is happening here, we want it to also be updating this place to be giving us the rest of the information. And that is where your remember, this one gives you the position, then index gives you the value. What we want to have here is the value. This camera now, that camera here. Since we already know the position with match, so we are done with match, then we'll go to index. X equals to the array. We want to get that thing from here. Okay, then the row number is the one that the match has given us. Then we close it. It gives us Camry that is supposed to be here. That is fine. So if we come here and change this to Jaguar, it will also change to XE, which is correct. If we change it, let's look at Land Rover. We're supposed to get Discovery. So Land Rover, this one is going to give us Discovery. And it's also working here. So the position is changing. The model is changing. Now, it becomes a problem when we want to do the next step because, okay, see, let's go back to Camry. Toyota Camry. So this is the formula that gave us, this thing, and then get the rest. So since this one gave us this, it's not, okay, let's see, index, then the row. This time around, we are looking for the mileage. So we use the mileage column as our column array. Okay, I think this is also working. Since we don't have to go back. This is this one. Since we don't have to go back and look at this thing individually. So if we change to Nissan, it's going to give us the value of Nissan. If we change to Care, it's going to give us the value of Care, which is correct. This is 28. The mileage, 28. Let's look at the price. If we had added that column number, so we wouldn't have to be doing this thing individually. We'll have just drawn it, and all we need to do is just change that position, which is the column number. So we are doing for column 1. This is supposed to be 1. If we're doing for column 2, just change it to column 2. But all the same, it's okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so in this scenario, like the last statement you make, when you made your initial validation, that's advanced validation, can't you use custom validation that giving end function, like you select the list range and the criteria range, like in that so that everything will align immediately?
Yes, it's also possible, but just hold on. We are taking it step by step. Let's get this done. I want everybody to see the process and everything that we are using to get this. Then the cost, we want to quickly get the cost. So we can see the function of index. Index is pulling all these things out for us. This is the cost. It's pulling out each of these value for us. Then we want to use the position. We want to get the position of the car. We are sticking to the position of this car, the make, position of the make, to get every other thing that we need to get. Then the next one is to get the index. Use index to get this one. The array here is this one. Then so also we can type this thing. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think I'm beginning to have an idea. So the array is going to be from F2. So the array will be F2 through, let's use this format and see if there's going to be a change to F24. So F24, then the row number is this one. And then the column number, let me try that column number again.
F24, not F4.
What?
It's supposed to be F24, not F4.
Oh, thank you. F24. Yeah, F24. Great. Then the row number is the number we have here. Then the column number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Column 6. Oh, we're still having that challenge. All right. Then finally, we are going to have this one, the last one, which is G2 to G24. So it's going to be G2 through G24. And then the column number is what we have here, and that's it. So if we change to Camry, let's see what happens. Everything changes as well. If we change to the last one, which is Jaguar, everything changes as well. So even if I come here, then our sales girl is just, working, and then someone comes, say, please, what is Tesla? She can easily even type Tesla here, like type it, and it changes everything to the model, gives her the model. Like the customer now say, oh, do you also have Volvo? She can just type Volvo while the customer is still talking. Sorry. Everything has just scattered though. Oh, I don't know why this thing is doing like this night. After everything. Okay. So while the customer is still talking to her, okay, please, do you have Volvo? What information? She'll just type Volvo and hit on enter, and it gives her that we have Volvo. The model is S60 and the mileage is 14. The price is 6,300. Of course, it was released on this date. So this is, you need to format this one back to the date format, short date, then into format to date format. So you see, with XLOOKUP, we can't, with VLOOKUP, we can't achieve this one. VLOOKUP only gives you a certain range, I think maximum of 2 columns or even 1 column. Like we're having issue with even trying to do more than 1 row. But this one can give you that information. So imagine if you can move this thing down to any other new cell, and it will give you this information even without having this table. Like, let's see, let me see. So let's say we have only this thing in our computer. I think this is a concept that they used to program all these sales system. Now we can now remove all these ones. I can remove this one. It has no problem. We can remove this one. But if you remove this one now, that's going to be a problem because all these things are dependent on it. But let's see. You can see all these things are what we wrapped inside that position, this one position here. So if you remove it, it's going to be a problem. You see? So now how do we remove it? We can remove it by coming here in the formula to this position here. Now we can now use the formula that we used to get this one. We can use it to replace it. This is the formula that gave us this match. That's why you call it index and match. So we'll copy this formula here. Look at this formula here. We'll copy it. Then you come back here. This is the formula that I gave you this. So this is K6. This K6 here, where you have K6, you just remove this K6. Instead of hard coding it, then you just put that formula here. Then it has given you this thing. So if I delete this now, it's not going to affect K6. Okay, so we do the same thing for all of them. So this is for K6. This is for, let's now do for for M, this one. Then you just come here and remove this thing, this position here, and put this one, the make. It gives you the value that is supposed to be there. So you see. So when you change it, let's change it now to Toyota. You can see. So let's confirm that the model is Camry. The mileage is 30, which is still correct. Model is 30 and this is 30. So you just do the same thing for all of them. Remove this one. Then that's correct. Remove this one. So you can see from the name, index and match, this formula now carries that match. So instead of putting the position, like the row number, instead of putting the row number, you're now putting the match is now helping you to find the position, because that row number is supposed to be the position of that thing you're looking for, but you've already got the position in match. So match helps you to now find the position, the exact position of the stuff you're looking for. Then this one, the same thing, just remove this and then put this one here. Then this one, just remove this and then put the match. And that's also, this one now can go without any issue. It's still working though, but it can go, can now delete it and you don't have any problem anymore. So you can change to anyone you want. You can see. So I can say, okay, do you people have Tesla? I want to know. The sales girl will just quickly type Tesla and it will still work. Do you have Kia? Yes, sure, we have Kia. The information we have, the model is 40. Is it 40 or 40? Kia Forte. The mileage is 28 and the price is 3,300. It was released in 2019. Oh, okay, that's fine. But do you have Volvo? Yeah, sure, we have Volvo, sir. We have Volvo S60, mileage 14, and the price is 6,300. All right, that's okay. How about Nissan? Yeah, sure. We have Nissan and all that. So you're able to do this. Now we have been able to squeeze all these plenty tables into just this small table. So if you're doing sales, for example, that is what most of these sales machine do, sales POS machine. You use this one, just put this in your front desk, and then you can load as many information as possible here, and you can use it to do your business and all that. So this is all about index and match. It's a very powerful function in Excel that takes in fact, it takes the position of all those lookup values we've done. With this one, you can get even more values out of your table at a time. All right. So any questions, please, before we move into the next thing? Anybody has question? Okay, go ahead, Dennis.
Yes, I wanted to ask.
Okay.
Yes, from the table we only have one make of a particular vehicle. So what would be the case and how would one handle it if you have the same make, different makes and different prices?
Okay. So as long as they're in different positions, this thing, the match value here helps this position. It helps you to, as long as, for example, if we now have another position here, down here, and in this, we already have Tesla here. If we have another Tesla here, the position has changed to 25. So it is going to pick it. Maybe the model is, even if the model is the same thing, maybe model 2 now, model 2 or model 1. The price is different, everything is different. It is going to pick it up. It's going to pick it up because we have match. That match is going to help you to change the position. As long as they are not in the same exact position, match will take care of. Even if everything in this table is the same thing, all of them are the same. But remember, they are different position. That is different row. So it is picking by row, not by name or whatever. It is just the index that will help to return the name on that cell. But match will take care of the positions. Do you get? So even though we've added the same Tesla, the same name, the same model, the same price, everything, different prices, it's going to pick it because it's in position 25, which is row 25. So it will return that exact. Go ahead, Desire.
All right. So my question is with respect to what the last person just asked. In a case where we have two, let's say two make like Nissan having Altima and probably let's say another model. Is there a way that like it will display the make, which is Nissan, and then why bringing out the model that are all embedded in Nissan? That's my question.
That's what I just answered. If Nissan, for example, I can't tamper this table because already everything there depends on this table. But here we can tamper this one. If I have another Nissan here, and the model is not Ultima, maybe the model is whatever, maybe the model is GLK. I don't know what that means, but let's say GLK, and the price is 4,000. Sorry, the mileage is 40,000. The price is 5,000. The cost is 4,500, and then the date is whatever date. So now when you come here, the make is still Nissan. Remember, the drop-down list will have two Nissan now. We'll have this Nissan. If you go down to the bottom, you're going to have another Nissan. Look at another Nissan that has picked it up already. So if you check it, it's not going to give us value because we didn't work with it. We didn't, here we selected range. So this cell was not included in the range. Our range stopped here in Jaguar. So if we redo this thing now and include this range, it's going to pick this information and return everything here. So this thing is working with the match function here, is helping you to change position. this match function is helping it to change each position here. Has the match to change everything here to the position, to the cell, sorry, to the row. The information in that row is what is going to fetch and bring out. The rest is not about the name. The index is just showing you the name of that is Nissan or this. But match is helping you to move from 21 to 22 to 23 to 24 to 25 as you move. If you move back to 5, it will bring everything out in 5. Do you get
All
me
right,
now?
understood. Thank you very much. Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes, I do now. I do.
Okay, great. So any more questions? Go ahead, Marco.
Okay, sir. So I just wanted to ask, is there any difference between this index and match and advanced filtering? Just advanced validation. You validated the column for K. Is there any difference between it? Because I know that there is a way to if you when you customize or validated the first, that is the K column. There is another. If you go down under this, there is another place they say list range and criteria range. That list range was the range of the table you selected. Then the criteria range can then be these headers you put there, this make, model, mileage, price, cost, this, and then profits. I think just wanted to know if there is any difference, because I have done this kind of a thing and it's worked with my advanced filtration.
So this is index and sort, and this is what they do. So if you go to advanced filtration or whatever, you can filter out. It's just like when we did filtration now, however, you can come, even normal filter, you don't even need to do advanced. If you come here to normal filter now, filter by selected cell, you can just filter out only these informations. Do you get? And if I want to filter out, let's say Nissan, only Nissan, all the Nissan cars here, I can just filter out only Nissan. You don't even need to go to advanced. I'm seeing only Nissan at a glance. But we don't want to see this table. We don't want to see this table. We just want the information. Like, haven't you gone to a store and then you're asking the sales girl something and she's typing on the system, and then, okay, I think yesterday I went to buy food in one Lee's restaurant here in Abuja. Then I was just asking the girl, do you have good meat? How much is it? Then she just typed in her system. And then maybe I asked her, what, do you have Tesla? She said, yes, we have Tesla. How much is it? She doesn't know. She cannot cram the whole product, the price of the entire product in the store. Like if you go to ShopRite. So anyone you ask them, they will just filter that exact one. Instead of, imagine now bringing out all the product table in that store and then filtering out, trying to filter out only one. It's going to take a whole lot of time and energy and effort. Imagine if it is in a server and they are paying for server, they have to go and download the entire table and start searching for one thing that you need by doing filtering. So filtering is actually more not really complex, but sort of will take a little more time. But this one gives you just what you need. Like you have them in a drop down already. You just select what the person is asking for and give them the result they need. So, but you can, one thing with Excel, you can achieve one thing using different method, different formulas. It's just based on the one that is faster for you and the one you're conversant with, the one that you're very much familiar with. Some people can go a longer route. Maybe it's faster or easier for them to navigate through a longer route. But if this is already programmed in the system, all you need to do is just to learn how to use it. If this were to be a software, just learn how to do your basic search and get the information you want. So guys, we'll just jump into the next thing. So this is it about field index and function. It's quite simple. Then we'll just go